information agnostic, and all of the AI, because of how good the AI is really advancing so fast.
Yeah.
I've actually been 7-8 months ago, I really started to get deep into it, but before it really got mainstream, and I really, because I was enjoying the technology, I was actually really enjoying the technology, being able to understand agents and how they work and what their purpose is essentially and how they operate and think and move. But with this AI component, what's happening with information agnostic is that all of these creators, so for example, if you look at LeBron James, which was one of the first people to really take Nike to, well, not one of the first, but he's one of the people that takes Nike to the extent where it is, because the brand is connected to the influencer is connected to the brand, the people believe what the influencer says about the brand, essentially all that, all those things. And now what happens is with information agnostic with the AI is that we won't know, people want to talk to a person. They want this, they people. We don't want to be talking to robots all the time. So that human component is still there with the relationship thing. Whether that's a traditional route or whether that's the new world route, and I call it the new world route, is essentially truly understanding the path. Then you have to have the right people, because when you connect the people to the path, really cool things happen. After first year of high school, I didn't truthfully know what it 100% was that I needed to pursue, but I knew I needed to go and explore and find myself, like those little words, the work that needs to be done in order to really get through to that. And what happened to me is that I knew I was competitive to an extent where sport was the thing that stood out for me on a competitive edge. So I went to play rugby at the Sharks Academy and on the 19 structures and the things that we had there. And also that year I started to do my business degree, BCom. And what I was learning from the university, it was like this doesn't make sense. I was like, yeah, sure, this accounting stuff makes sense and this stuff makes sense. But the way that it's taught to me and the way that I have to go and take it and apply it does not make sense to me. I was like, well, here they're giving you the blueprint. You need to unpack it and figure out how do you put it to work now. And then I was like, bro, it doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna finish this thing. It's also understanding when we're just talking in terms of just general marketing, a marketer essentially is just it's someone that has a big responsibility that influences the minds of people. When you very, very much understand this, which is something the more I am involved with sales, with marketing, with all these different lever points, the more I realize how important a marketer is for a company, whatever company it is, because that person has the leverage and the power if he really understands what he is doing. I understand you have a deep understanding of these facets I've just mentioned, but these are the things I live for every single day. I live for it. My discipline and structure of how I do things, I'm very competitive to a state where if I don't wake up at the time I said I'm going to wake up, I don't have a good day, essentially. That kind of competitive dynamic. Your decision making in seeing the opportunity in the market, how did that come about? That's the question.
Cool. Tennis is in our family. I was on my way to go and play in the States, got a scholarship, and then I have a heart condition. So the doctors advised me not to go and do that. So in matric, I had to make a decision, let's go and study. So loved psychology, loved human behavior, loved people. I can read people. I'm good with social cues. It's been like that my whole life. So, hey, let's go and study psychology. Went to Poch, studied psychology, did that. And then as part of any of the 6 psychology streams, you have to do an internship or a Zuma year. Some of the streams call it the Zuma year, some of us call it the internship. So I actually landed up 2 kilometers from here, which is random because you can't decide where you do your internship. You're just lucky to get one. But I ended up in a consulting firm where we sold psychometric assessments to big corporates, helping them make the correct hiring decision. So they would go through the entire hiring process, attract people, take them through the interviews, and then post-interview there would be 2 individuals left or 3 that they're unsure which one to pick, and they would send these individuals for us to assess. And then based on the assessment results, we would give feedback and advise the client who is the best person to assess, to appoint. However, more often than not, the psychometric assessment results did not correlate with what the panel that I gave feedback to thought is the best candidate. And that got me curious. So 2016, I broke away, decided I'm going to do my own thing. As you said, efficiency, optimizing. I just looked at the hiring process and I was like, why is this taking 52 days? Why is it average cost of 57,000 Rand? It doesn't make sense to fill a vacancy. And then more often than not, we make the wrong decision. And 3 months down the line, we're back to the drawing board and the whole process starts again. I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. 2020 April, we did it. So to answer your question, why? The hiring process is broken, and the hiring landscape, I mean, people, irrespective of any of these logos, all of them, including yourself, will at some point need to fill a vacancy. And I saw an opportunity to introduce tech, build a SaaS business around it that's scalable, that would attract investors, would be able to go global, would allow me to introduce and implement incredible technology as we go along the journey. You spoke about AI earlier. So yeah, and fast forward 3 years later, it was never the goal to win any award, and we just recently won Tech Startup of the Year, which you alluded to. But I mean, that's just a moment in the journey that we can stop for one day and celebrate, reflect on, little milestone, ring a bell, go on. Yeah.
Which is 8 figures as a fitness guy. I'm like, that is insane.
Jeez.
Why? Because I think he's close to having 1 million followers on Instagram now, solely because of all these things I unpacked, the credibility side of things. He looks fantastic. He connects even, so if we're selling fitness, for an example, we're not selling, hey bro, buy my program, you're gonna have the best abs. What we did with the structuring with his thing is we bundled things. What do people really want? And they will not tell you this on a fitness perspective. They want to work out to be able to have one of two things in an evolutionary psychology line of thought is replication or survival. So when those two components come together, and the way that we sell it is saying, hey bro, here's a component, here's a coaching package. What's gonna happen to you is when you buy this coaching package, you are gonna become James Bond, essentially.
Yeah.
Superman, James Bond. So what happens is you will attract females, you will get better job opportunities, solely true because this is the vehicle that allows you this. Why? If you have a better physique, you have a higher opportunity of attracting a better mate. You have a better physique, you have a higher opportunity of landing a job because you look presentable, you can sell yourself. All those components, we package that together, and we have supplements that are on the side. So when they buy it, we have all these bundling and package components that we upsell into the process. So they have that there. Boom, 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 boom. We unpack them, and then basically that's a ticket which have a bunch of upsells and downsells in the process, and then basically that's the efficiency point. But how do we get to that efficiency point is being able to understand the next logical thing. So if someone buys fitness, obviously, then they want coaching, but the biggest component here is that yes, you can have the best program, you can have the best information, but it is the accountability factor that comes in here, which really brings the results with people. It's the mentor, it's the guy that's teaching you the lesson down there, you look up to him. Like there's some sort of an energy and a connection. That's why I keep saying with the AI, people are going to want information agnostic, where an influencer or a person is connected to the business, where they can talk about the business. The CEO is, which used to be, in my opinion, the CEO used to be the spearhead, should be. But at the end of the day, now a different marketing leg, campaign angle to drive more efficiency would be getting the right influencer that has the right message that is connected to the brand. That was meeting number 1. And now we are on our way to go to the second location. We are on our way to Menlyn, Maine, which is the second location on our way to Creation Capital. And then we will be seeing Gerard Heymans. Yeah, so Gerard Heymans from Creation Capital. And we are going to be having a meeting there, talking about a bunch of business-related topics and optimization topics, and really towards the finance angle. You guys can go check out Creation Capital. They run a really, really high-end operation. I will share a little bit later more about Creation Capital, but I will see you guys there. So let's go. Before we hop over to the second meeting, I haven't had breakfast. So usually I would do a protein. My normal breakfast would involve a bit more of a complex carb, not too much, just like a decent portion with a protein, because I haven't had breakfast right now. I'm simply just gonna get a protein smoothie. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now, and then we're obviously gonna head right over to the meeting with the guy from Creation Capital. So I'll see you guys there. This is protein and a little bit of carbs. pretty good meeting. Really grateful for, to be able to connect and to do business with people of such high caliber, and obviously being able to communicate and build relationships, which is very important. I always talk about this on my channel. So something you guys can really pay attention to is being able to take the knowledge that you have and being able to translate that and communicate that in order to somehow provide value to someone, right? And obviously the deals and the work that we do here with Creation Capital and what I'm also learning from Gerrit himself is very, very valuable in the process, right? Does not even matter if it's, try to frame it as not being transactional, because at the end of the day, you need to be able to know how to provide someone value in order to really bring something to the table. But if you step into a room with a transactional nature, you'll just be another guy that just wants another dollar or that just wants another something. So what I could take, of all the work and stuff that we've done now, we looked at the outlining for the website and things that they got going and how all the things are structured. So I'm excited to see, what we do moving forward into the future. And yeah, I'm really grateful to be able to share this story with you guys. So I believe what we're going to do right now is obviously we had a protein shake right now, but I might just get something for the road back to Santon, and we'll take it from there. So we'll see you guys in the next video.